An old teacher from my middle school died recently, and though I never had him as a teacher myself, I remember hearing every angry grievance that my classmates had with him. I'm sure that none of those individuals still carry their anger around for him today, because it's been a very long time since those days. And I would even wager that those people have nothing but bittersweet nostalgic memories about that time. When I heard about his unfortunate passing, I was reminded that we, will never get those years back, and how important it is to live in the now, because soon we will be faced with the problems of tomorrow, and we will look back at this time with the same bittersweet nostalgia, reminiscing about what was. God, I know I find myself doing that more and more these days. We have this tendency to feel like shit in the moments that we should be looking around us and just enjoying the here and now for what it is. And yes, it might be a little bit shit right now with the whole pandemic going around, but these will be the good old days one day. These will be the memories we look back on. The good, the shit, the ones that make you want to throw yourself off a cliff because you said I love you to Jessica and her boyfriend was standing 6 inches away. You can imagine how that worked out. Sorry. And though that memory still haunts me occasionally when I'm trying to fall asleep, I'm glad I did it, because when I remember that day, I'll be looking at it through those same nostalgia goggles, and I'll be content I lived the best I could and took risks before it was all over. We are only here for a very short duration of time before we eventually arrive to tomorrow, and damn it, we get closer every single day. What a silly idea then, to waste our days being scared to take risks and not living as if our days were numbered, because our days are numbered. Everybody says they would do everything they've been too scared to do if they knew when they were going to die. You do know when you're going to die. On average, you probably have 54 to 60 years left of life before you leave for the black, never to return again. And that's if the world worked algorithmically. It doesn't. It's bouncing all over the fucking walls, doing backflips off of rooftops in a finite loop of zigzags. For all you know, you will never live out the plans you made for tonight or those you made for tomorrow morning because a car just so happened to lose control at the same moment you decided to cross the street. It's terrifying, it should be. And even after all of that, you still aren't convinced to ask that pretty girl out on a date or do that one thing you've always wanted to do but have constantly found an excuse not to do it, then maybe this will. In the words of Ursula K. Le Guin, the human that left us not too long ago, when I take you to the valley, you'll see the blue hills on the left and the blue hills on the right. The rainbow and the vineyards under the rainbow late in the rainy season, and maybe you'll say, there it is, that's it. But I'll say a little farther yet. We'll go on, I hope, and you'll see the roofs of the little towns and the hillsides yellow with wild oats, a buzzard soaring and a woman singing by the shadows of a creek in the dry season. And maybe you'll say, let's stop here, this is it. But I'll say a little farther yet. We'll go on, and you'll hear the quail calling on the mountain by the springs of the river, and looking back, you'll see the river running downward through the wild hills below, and you'll say, isn't that the valley? And all I will be able to say is, drink this water of the spring, and rest here a while. We have a long way yet to go, and I can't go without you.